Let me paint you a picture. In the depths of Rajaji National Park, amidst the jungle that sits at the foothills of Himalayas, is a girl not more than 18 years old. For some, 18 is the legal age when they learn to drive, have their first drink, or decide to embrace adulthood and independence. But that is not true for Misra. To Misra, a beautiful, chirpy, yet introvert girl, the concept of youth eludes her. She's been married for 6 years. She has given life and seen it being taken away. She is far more adult than any other 18-year-old. But independence is not something she even has a whiff of. Misra's community, the Vangujars, live isolated from the mainstream. While isolation may be peaceful, it has its own turmoils. Misra does not talk about her friend who passed away from complications born from unhygienic ways of managing menstruation. Misra does not talk about how she became a mother at the young age of 17 and faced multiple abortions before even she experienced motherhood. Misra does not talk about how her 3-month-old daughter contracted pneumonia and passed away even before her life started. Misra does not talk about reproductive health and the help she needed pushing life out of her even before she was fully ready. Misra does not talk about the scientific methods of managing menstruation and the appropriate sanitation resources to use. Misra does not talk. Period. But Misra smiles, Misra laughs, Misra cries, Misra nods, Misra cooks, Misra savors, Misra loves. Even though Misra does not talk, she communicates. She communicates that she needs our help, and so do the other women and young girls of her community. Speaking about menstrual hygiene and its need is not at all encouraged in her community. It has always been something that women have been compromising about by not even acknowledging its need. Over the generations, misinformation has been passed down that has resulted in taboos, superstitions, discrimination, and even death. The community is nestled far away from any medical and scientific help, the access to which is almost a privilege which only a few have experienced. So they pray and hope for the best, but sometimes that's just not enough. This is Saddam. Saddam frequently makes a visit to the closest medical facilities from his dera, that is almost 15 kilometers away. He first treks 15 kilometers down the jungle onto the closest concrete road. He then takes a bus into a village. Mind you, there are no doctors in this village. He then hitches a ride to the medical center, which is again a few kilometers away. It's a long journey and a very tiring one. If you are a man, you might just take it, but as a woman, that journey is not something you'll take because the way to a doctor or even literacy is riddled with obstacles like taboos, quacks, mobility, and social norms. So, how can we get the correct information to a community that does not even acknowledge women's sexual and reproductive health? Even though the community does not have optimum electricity and advanced learning, the power of the internet and smartphones have penetrated their way to them. Basic tools like WhatsApp became beacons of connectivity accessible to many, requiring no formal training. Realizing this insight, we at Samanta Foundation thought of tackling this problem in an interesting way. We realize for any development, the first step is education. Hence, the idea of a WhatsApp chatbot emerged, a digitally designed tool to educate our youth and communities about the challenges of sexual and reproductive health and rights. So, we made a chatbot especially for women who will never discuss the P of periods with another human being, might just do it with a chatbot. If a woman lacks basic literacy, her access to phones also becomes limited. That's why an educational angle was introduced in the chatbot. Boys and girls can access educational content through the chatbot in their community centers where children and girls can be taught. Let's now hear from the youth about their first hand experiences with the chatbot, testimonials that illuminate the impact of Project First Step on their journey towards empowerment and enlightenment.
हेलो एवरीवन, मैं कुछ समय से समांता का चैटबॉट यूज़ कर रही हूँ। जो बेसिकली चैटबॉट है वो दो टॉपिक्स पर रन करता है, एक तो हेल्थ को लेके और दूसरा एजुकेशन को लेके। तो मैं एजुकेशन के फील्ड में ही काम कर रही हूँ, तो इसलिए मैं चैटबॉट से बहुत मदद लेती हूँ इस चीज़ को लेके। चैटबॉट को जब मैं अपना एक क्वेश्चन देती हूँ तो या उससे कुछ पूछती हूँ, जानकारी लेना चाहती हूँ, तो चैटबॉट मुझे इंस्टेंट रिप्लाई करता है और मुझे कुछ वीडियोस के थ्रू, कुछ लेख के थ्रू वो मुझे इन्फॉर्मेशन देते हैं, और जिसको मैं बहुत बार अपनी क्लास में एग्जीक्यूट कर चुकी हूँ, और जो मेरे लिए बहुत यूज़फुल मुझे लगा है कि वो मेरे लिए बहुत यूज़फुल है और काम में आता है। तो ऐसे ही हेल्थ में भी सेम रन करता है। हेल्थ को लेके भी जो चैटबॉट है सेम रिस्पॉन्ड करता है और बहुत इंस्टेंटली रिस्पॉन्ड इसका में,
जो कि मुझे अपने लिए लगता है कि चैटबॉट मेरे लिए एक दोस्त का काम करेगा या कर रहा है, जैसे मैंने उसे इस्तेमाल किया। क्योंकि इसमें चैटबॉट में जैसे हम स्वास्थ्य के बारे में अगर बात करें और ख़ासकर लड़कियों के लिए, तो जैसे मेंस्ट्रुअल हम या फिर जो एक माहवारी पीरियड्स पे हम बात करते हैं, तो लड़कियां हिचकिचाती हैं, लड़के क्या मैं भी हिचकिचाती हूँ बात करने के लिए, किसी से पूछना होता है या कुछ। तो मुझे जो चैटबॉट यूज़ करके एक चीज़ मुझे लगा कि हम उस पर स्वास्थ्य से रिलेटेड या मेंस्ट्रुअल साइकिल से रिलेटेड हम उसमें सवाल डाल सकते हैं, और उसमें हमें उससे रिलेटेड वीडियोस, लेख, उसमें पूरा हमें प्रॉपर एक मिलेगा, और हमें ये भी नहीं होगा कि हाँ हम पूछ रहे हैं या कोई ऐसा क्या सोचेगा या ऐसा, मतलब वो हम मेरे दिमाग में नहीं है। यहाँ मैं फ्री हूँ कि कोई कुछ नहीं सोच रहा है, मैं जो पूछना चाहती हूँ वो मैं जान रही हूँ और पूछ रही हूँ।